Well, it is the Netflix show that has seemingly captured the attention of so many of us, myself included. And this show can actually teach us something about our money. So the series focuses on a young girl who reveals an astounding talent for chess, and her unlikely journey to stardom has its downfalls. Take a listen.
Men are gonna come along and want to teach you things. Doesn't make them any smarter. You just let them blow by, and you go on ahead and do just what and how you feel like.
I mean, that was kind of an interstitial from my own life. Men are going to come along and think they're smarter. I don't know, Jason Pfeiffer. It's so good to see you this morning. He's the editor-in-chief from Entrepreneur Magazine. Welcome back. It's always so wonderful to see you. All right, so what can this show tell us about business? Because clearly you have watched it.
I have. This is a great show. And of course, chess can be a metaphor for so many things. I'm going to give you 3 ways in which this show can teach you about business. The first one is not exactly about the Queen's Gambit, the show, but actually about the Queen, the piece, the chess piece. So I have studied the history of chess for my podcast called Pessimist's Archive. And this is my favorite fact. You can drop this at parties. So chess was developed in the 6th century in Asia. And for quite a long time, there was no queen on the board. Instead, the piece that we know of as the queen was actually a kind of assistant to the king. And it was a very weak piece. And then in the 1400s, the game moved into Europe. And it was embraced in Europe where there were a lot of very strong queens. And so they replaced the king's assistant piece that was weak with a strong queen. And the reason that I want to tell you that is because everything that we think is unchangeable, that goes back to the beginning of time, is not. It was all new at some point. Everything is changeable. And that means that you in business, you have the opportunity to create some change too.
Oh my gosh, my mind is blowing right now. I was clutching my pearls. Thank you for the etymology of chess in 20 seconds. It is no wonder you have a podcast and you're a gifted writer. This begs the question though. So we've seen these pieces move and hierarchies change over power. Nothing is forever is something that is a lesson with the Queen's Gambit. How does that apply to our money?
Yes. So here is a great moment from, I think a theme throughout the show, of course, is that Beth is completely obsessed. Beth Harmon, she's the main character. She's our hero in the show. She is completely obsessed with chess to the point where she does it to the exclusion of everything else in her life. And it makes her amazing at chess, but it also makes her very lonely and sad often. And I think that every entrepreneur can relate to that. Anybody can relate to that. We have things that we're passionate about. We have things that we're building. And sometimes we focus on it so much that we cut the rest of our lives out. And we cannot do that because we need to be fresh. Our brains need to be fresh. We need to have new ideas coming in. And we need to be happy. And so here is something that I love. It's, we're talking about work-life balance, kind of cliche. But a way to think about it in a way that I really love is Randy Zuckerberg's Pick 3 strategy. She wrote a book called Pick 3. And here's her idea. She says, we have 5 things in life, 5 important things: work, family, friends, sleep, fitness. You cannot have them all every single day, but you can have 3 of them every single day. So every day, pick 3. Work, family, friends, sleep, fitness. What are you going to have? 3 of them that day, and then go on to the next day, pick another 3. That's how to have a complete life.
Jason, very quickly before we go, I love this idea, play your game, not theirs. What does that mean?
Right. So Beth Harmon is competing against the world champion in chess. There's a big question. Does she play his strategy? Does she play her strategy? What does she play? And the answer is, if you're in business and you're competing against somebody big, do not play their game. They are rigging the system to win their game. If you're a retailer, you don't go up against Walmart on low prices. That's not going to work. They've got it on low prices. Their entire supply chain is built on low prices. Instead, here's what you do. You build something that they don't have, and then you make sure that that is the thing that they are judged against. When Amazon went up against Walmart, they didn't compete on low prices alone. They competed on customer service because that was something that they could win on that Amazon didn't have. That is how you do it, and then you make sure that your competitor is judged on your game.
Jason Pfeiffer, you always make my Wednesday when you are on this broadcast. You did it again today. Thank you so much for your wisdom and your energy, and I continue to love the bear behind you.
Oh, the bear is the best, isn't it? I will always bring you this bear on a Wednesday.
Jason, hi.
Thank you so much. And if you guys at home have no idea what we're talking about, just go watch
Yeah.
The Queen's Gambit. Dan Manarino, I believe, has a question.
Yes, I'll have what he's having. What did you drink this morning in terms of coffee? Because your energy is off the chain.
I appreciate that.
It's
I will
just
have you
he's
know,
talking
I'm
to
in
me.
Colorado, and I'm 2 hours behind, so I literally rolled out of bed 10 minutes before this segment.
Oh my gosh, there you
It's
go.
also the air in Colorado.
Well, I
Colorado
want what
air.
he's having.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you very much.
Thank you.